Let's go ahead and mute out. Perfect. Okay. All right. So if you have your music, go ahead and get your music started. And then just settle down to the back. And today, let's start in our reclined butterfly today, if that would feel okay, with the knees wide and the soles of the feet open. And then bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. And take a deep, full breath in, all the way down into the tip tops of your hips. And just let that go. And another deep, full inhale. And let that one go. And then just connect to your breath here in this space. Maybe give it some color, some light, some energy this morning, particularly if your mind is really busy. And that connection to the quiet or to the breath can unearth the quiet that exists there behind all of the thoughts. And I know for me, even more than the physical practice, which I definitely benefit from, that's the biggest benefit for my yoga practice, is simply being still, being present for 45 minutes, regardless of anything else going on in our lives, in the world. It's your space. And take another deep, full breath in. On this exhale, reach down to the outside of your knees and just slowly guide your knees together. Rock a bit from side to side. You can roll your ankles out here if that would feel good. Maybe make some circles with the knees. As you circle the knees too, you can kind of drop the heels towards the ground a little bit. That lengthens out your tailbone and gets all the ligaments around your tail, the muscles around your low back. And then take another deep breath in. As you exhale, just bring the soles of your feet together. Reach up, interlace your hands around your feet. Press your knees nice and wide. Your chin, or your head, I should say, is going to lift off the mat. Your chin tucks just slightly. As you press the feet into the hands, it stretches a little bit into the shoulders as well. Take another deep breath in. And if it's there for you, use the exhale, just extend the feet up and behind you. You want to keep hold of the feet. Maybe you're super tight, don't worry about that. And then release here. Take the feet flat to the mat, bring them wide on the mat, all the way to the edges. Bring your arms out wide like a T. And then just drop the knees from side to side. This doesn't need to be a huge twist, particularly if you're feeling really tight early in the practice. But just a little bit of movement to press that top knee down towards the ground. Stretch out the quad and the hip flexor a bit. Now inhale, knees back through center. Use the exhale, tuck them into your chest. Rock and roll the length of your spine just a few times. And come all the way into a tabletop from there. And when you arrive in your tabletop, let's take some big hip circles. So your shoulders will stack, but I just want you to drop the hips down, really circle through the shoulders, move a few times in each direction. Draw back through center. Take a breath in, drop belly, lift gaze, find cow pose here. As you exhale, round through the spine, pause in cat pose. Peel the shoulder blades apart, pull the belly button to your spine, wiggle out your jaw, shake your neck. And then inhale, drop belly, lift gaze. And find your breath for a few rounds, just like that. And draw back to a neutral spine. Slide the right foot behind you. Keep the toes on the ground. Just press your heel to the ground to get a calf stretch here. Then step right foot over left. Look over your left shoulder. Find your little funky side stretch here. Draw back through center, find a modified side plank. So that right leg stays behind you. You pivot the left knee, reach right fingertips over your ear. Really press that right hip point to the ceiling. Just lengthening out through side body again here. And take a breath in. As you exhale, square back your shoulders so right hand comes to mat, but take the right foot, keep it extended, tuck the left toes under, let me back up and slow down my words. I want you to lift into a three-legged dog here. So that right leg stays straight, tuck the left toes, lift into your three-legged dog. Lengthen, take a breath in. As you exhale, bend your knee, find scorpion on the right side. So you're just gonna let that right heel drop open. Maybe you take some big circles here. Now take a deep, full breath in. As you exhale, right foot comes to mat, downward facing dog. Walk your hands back to your feet at the back edge of your mat. Bend your knees a lot. Grab opposite elbows, sway and move here. And take a breath in. As you exhale, release fingertips to the mat. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Full breath here. As you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. On the exhale, walk it forward. Take a high plank, set your knees to the mat, and then lower belly all the way to the mat. Inhale, baby cobra. Let's pause here. Roll the shoulders open, draw your elbow tips towards one another. Press your toenails into the mat. Take a deep, full breath in. Exhale, release, press to tabletop from here. And in tabletop again, let's roll the spine just a few times, any direction that works for you. And then find your neutral spine. Slide your left foot behind you. Find your calf stretch on this side so the toes stay on the earth here. And take a breath in. As you exhale, step left foot over right. Look over your right shoulder, lengthen through left ribs. Now draw back through center. Tuck the toes on the right foot. Lift the left leg, three-legged dog. Lengthen here. I just realized I forgot our side plank, so we'll come back down in a moment. Bend the knee, open the hip. Find scorpion. Roll through the leg, through the hip, through the ankle. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, set both feet to the mat, set your knees down. Now again, let's slide that left leg straight behind. We're just gonna come into that modified side plank on this side too. I wanna make sure I get both sides here. Really reach, lift out of that top hip point. Breathe. Take a breath in. As you exhale, come back to your tabletop. You can stack the hips over the bent knees. Tuck your toes under, press up and back, downward facing dog. Now bend the knees, look forward, walker step, top of mat. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, full breath in. As you exhale, take your wide open twist to the right. So right fingertips reach behind you, left fingertips to front of room. Look back over your right thumb. And as you do that, just gonna press that right hand back and open again to your pec here. Inhale, sweep back through center. Exhale, sweep open to the left. Again, let's pause here, looking back over the left thumb. Now, one breath per movement here. Inhale, reach overhead. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, center. Exhale, forward, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. On the exhale, step it back, high plank, set knees to mat, lower belly all the way to mat. Inhale, lift the heart, baby cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes under, press up and back, downward facing dog. Now take a breath here. On the exhale, bend the knees, look forward, walker step, top of mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, full breath. On the exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to mat, step back, downward facing dog. Take a breath here. On the exhale, bend the knees, look forward, walker step, top of mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, full breath. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. On the exhale, step it back, downward facing dog. Now take a deep breath all the way to your belly in this down dog. Maybe even your heels lift off the mat. Maybe you arch your back as you just fill up with breath here. And then exhale, sigh it out. Let the heels sink, settle into your down dog. Bend the knees, look forward, walker step, top of mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. On this exhale, find chair. Settle the hips down and back. Make sure your gaze is just slightly up and forward, just to lift your chest a bit. You want to try to draw biceps back by ears. Press down into your right foot. Inhale, left knee lifts, standing knee raise. So find your focal point here and notice if your arms are kind of loose. Can you reach about a centimeter taller to ceiling? Flex the left ankle. Take a breath in. Exhale, open the knee out to the left. Take your left hand to the inside of your left knee. Right fingertips reach across. Maybe you shift your gaze over to the right. Take a breath here. As you exhale, use that left hand, find tree pose. So tree pose, remember, can be down on the calf, or your left toes can even balance on the ground here. Hands come back through heart, or if you're feeling it, you can reach arms overhead. I want you to feel the activity, the action in the right glute as you press the right thigh into your left foot. Keep your focal point. Now take a breath in. As you exhale, unwind, standing knee raise. Take a breath. Step it back, high crescent lunge. So you can use this high crescent lunge just to really kind of open your hip here. So what does that look like? Sink right knee down over right ankle and then really firm up the left hamstring. So you send it to the ceiling. As you drop the hips and firm that back hamstring, your left hip flexor stretches out. Arms reach overhead. Take a breath in. Exhale, warrior two. Front toes at 12 o'clock. You can bend and fold a bit to just open into the front hip here. Flip the front palm. Inhale, reverse your warrior. So just continue to sink the knee forward. Maybe you catch the wrist overhead. Take an inhale. As you exhale, press straight off the quad. Reverse triangle, keep the reverse arms. Take another breath here. Exhale, extended side angle. Bend back into your right knee. Bring your right elbow to right thigh. Reach the left fingertips overhead. Sweep the arm, that left arm. Big circles each direction. And then take a moment to reach the left fingertips over ear. Breath in. Exhale it out. Inhale, reverse triangle. So again, press straight off that front quad. Reach to back of room. Inhale. Exhale to triangles. Now arms reach back to warrior two. Soft little bend in that right knee. Shift the left hip point back. Open the chest here. If your chest is collapsing way forward on this, just bring your hands up a little bit higher. Maybe look at fingertips overhead. Take another inhale. As you exhale, carefully close down that front knee, runner's lunge. And use this runner's lunge again as opportunity just to open the hip a bit. Dropping belly to lift gaze. Take a breath in. Exhale, step forward, top of mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. On the exhale, find Utkatasana, chair. Tiny little tuck of the hips. Lift the gaze. Now press down into the left foot. Inhale, right knee lifts, standing knee raise. Take another inhale here. As you exhale, open right knee to the side. Reach left fingertips out to the left. Maybe look over your left thumb. Woo. Test your balance. And then use your right hand, move into tree from here. Arms either come, or hands either come to heart center, or arms can reach overhead, your choice. We stay for just a couple of breaths in this tree pose. Take another breath in. As you exhale, slowly unwind back to standing, knee raise, knee comes to front of room. Exhale, step it back, high crescent lunge. So again, this high crescent lunge is space to just work into your hip flexor. So again, stacking that front knee, the right hamstring presses to ceiling as I drop into the hips, dropping the hip flexor towards the mat. Arms reach overhead. Another breath in. Exhale, open up, warrior two. And you can move and bend and fold however you need to in this to settle in. And then sink that front knee forward. Flip the front palm, inhale, reverse warrior. So again, my knee is still stacked here. You can catch elbow if you'd like, or catch wrist, I should say. And take a breath in. As you exhale, press straight through the left leg. Breathe. Exhale, sink left knee, find extended side angle, left elbow, left thigh. Reach right fingertips overhead, and then make those big circles in each direction for your shoulder. Reach the fingertips over your ear. On an inhale, reverse triangle. Press back out of it, straight front leg. Exhale to triangle. Shift the hips, reach fingertips forward. Keep a soft little bend in that left knee to stack your hips. Find lengthening through the ribs, through the neck here. Take another deep, full breath in. As you exhale, sink into the left knee. Pause in that runner's lunge. And then take an inhale. Exhale, step forward, top of mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, full breath. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. On the exhale, take your left foot back. Let's find a runner's lunge again. We're going to move into pyramid here. We're going to find a little bit of movement before we settle in. So take a breath in, lift your gaze. Take an exhale, just press straight through that right front leg. Pause here, square out your hips. Take an inhale, exhale, sink back into your runner's lunge. Breath in, exhale, press it back. So do that one more time. Take a breath in, exhale, sink into runner's lunge. Inhale, exhale to pyramid. Now you can skip up that left foot if you would like and square your pyramid out a little bit more. And then fold here. Breathe. And take an inhale. As you exhale, step the left foot behind the right. Find your crisscross fold here. Remember, you can keep your knees bent as you come into this IT band fold. And breathe. And take a breath in. As you exhale, step that left foot back again into your runner's lunge. We're going to find an easy twist from here. Left hand roots down, right fingertips open up. And then in that left or that right knee, you want to try to keep it at 12 o'clock as much as you can to really get into the right outer hip. We're coming out of this in just a moment. Breath in. Exhale, hands to inside of your right foot, wide leg forward fold. Turn all 10 toes to the left edge of your mat. Shift your weight, pigeon toe your feet, press into the outer edges. Let the crown of your head, your neck just go here. Now plant the hands under your heart. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, just take a slight little bend into the back left knee and then reach left fingertips to ceiling for a twist open. You can also take the left arm to your low back if you prefer and still get a pec opening here. And I just want you to press down into the outer edge of both feet. Again, you're really getting inner thighs, hamstrings. And take a breath in. As you exhale, hands come back under heart. Press the legs straight, fold here. Inhale again, lengthen halfway. As you exhale, turn the toes to the top of the mat, walk the front hand. Let's find a kneeling lunge. Left knee comes to earth. Maybe you just set your hands on top of your quad here. Maybe you continue to frame. But again, just space for that left hip flexor. And take a breath in. As you exhale, tuck the back toes, step forward, top of mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, full breath. Exhale, forward, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. On the exhale, right foot steps back. Again, we find our runner's lunge now on the left side with left knee completely stacked over ankle. Take a breath in. As you exhale, just press straight through that left leg. Find your wide pyramid. Just here for a breath. Inhale. Exhale, sink forward, runner's lunge. Inhale. Exhale, press straight. Inhale. Exhale, runner's lunge. Now on this next one, take a breath in and stay in your pyramid. So you can narrow out, but just settle. Really press down into the back right heel. Maybe you scoot the right foot up closer to your left. We'll take a breath in. As you exhale, step right foot behind left, crisscross fold. And take a breath in. As you exhale, step your right foot back again into your runner's lunge, and then we find our easy twist here. So right hand roots down, left fingertips reach overhead. Keep that left knee stacked, really opening into your left outer hip here. Lengthening spine. Take a breath in. Exhale, take left hand to inside of your foot, and then let's find our wide leg forward fold. This time, maybe a little bit deeper in the stretch by wrapping your hands around your ankles. Continue to shift your weight into the balls of your feet as you do that, though. Let the crown of your head just get really heavy, maybe even shake out the shoulders. Now plant the hands under your heart. Inhale, lengthen halfway. As you exhale, bend slightly into the right knee, back of mat. Reach right arm up and open. So you're twisting to the back bent knee. And again, you can wrap that right arm around your low back if you prefer. Press into the outer edge of the left foot. And take a breath in. As you exhale, move back through center, straighten both legs. Just let the forehead fold here. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, walk the fingertips, toes at 12 o'clock. Set that right knee down and again, find your kneeling lunge. And take another inhale here. As you exhale, tuck the back toes and step forward to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Take an exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. On the exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Then you can drop the heels again here. Let your hips maybe shimmy a little bit from side to side. Just notice how different the body feels now. And on an inhale, right leg reaches to sky, three-legged dog. On the exhale, right knee, right wrist, setting up for half pigeon. You can also sit onto that right hip and find the bent knee in the back for a modification. Or if you're going to stay in half pigeon, you want to square out your heart and your hips. Make sure that right knee is really far to the right edge of your mat. And take a deep breath in. As you exhale, find your fold forward. And take a deep breath in. As you exhale, rise. Tuck the toes under on the left foot, press up and back, three-legged dog. Right leg reaches back. Big circles, big kicks, counter movements here. And then find your down dog. Inhale, left leg to sky, three-legged dog. On the exhale, left knee, left side of the mat, left wrist. And again, you can settle onto the left hip if you prefer. But take a deep, full breath in to lengthen. And then exhale, forward fold. And inhale, slowly rise. Tuck the toes on the right foot, lift up and back. Ring out the left hip, the left knee, the left ankle with big circles and kicks. And then this is your last down dog of your practice today. So any movement, stretching that you want to take here, take it. And then take a deep breath in. As you exhale, just set your knees to the earth, find tabletop. Again, you can roll and round through the spine. Cat cows or hip shimmies. And then we'll come down to a seat from here. Take your right leg to the front or on top. And then interlace your hands at the base of your skull. Let your arms just open really wide here. Elbow tips point to the back of the room. Take a breath in. As you exhale, just round in gently on yourself. Elbows frame the head. Find a roundness through the spine. Inhale, sit nice and tall. Press the elbows open. Exhale, round. And find your breath for a couple rounds, just like that. Now inhale, draw back through center. Release the arms, reach them really wide here. As you exhale, take right arm under left. Find your eagle arms. Lift your elbows to shoulder height. Draw hands away from forehead. Now draw your shoulder blades down your back. Close down your eyes. Release the molars. Another breath in. As you exhale, just unwind the arms. You can bring them to the tops of your knees, your thighs. Roll out your spine, either cat-cows or big circles here. Your neck. Just resetting between sides. Now drawing back through center, sweep the arms wide. Take the left arm under the right this time. Again, lift elbows, shoulder height. Fingertips pull away from the face. Draw your shoulder blades down your back. And take a breath in. As you exhale, unwind your arms, bring the hands to the tops of your knees. And again, you can roll through your spine, roll your neck out, wiggle your jaw. And then we'll come all the way down to the back as you unwind here. Hug your knees into your chest when you arrive. And again, make those big circles through the knees, the rock of the spine. And then set your feet flat to the mat. Take your right foot to ceiling and let's find a half happy baby here. Grab the outer edge of the right foot or the right big toe and just draw the knee down towards the earth. You can bend and fold in the right knee and find a straddle, half straddle. And take a breath in. As you exhale, take right foot or right leg and wrap it completely across left like eagle legs here. Arms come out nice and wide. Shift your hips to the right, let your knees drop to the left here, finding your spinal twist. If that's too intense, just unwind your knees. Shift your shoulders, look at your right fingertips. And inhale, draw back through center. Unwind your feet, set the feet flat to the mat. And then take that left foot to ceiling, find your half happy baby on the left side. Breath in. As you exhale, release left leg, wrap it across your right. Again, your arms stay out really nice and wide. Shift your hips to the left, drop the knees to the right now. And shift your shoulders, look at your left fingertips. And take a breath in. Exhale it out. As you inhale, draw the knees back through center, unwind the knees, send the feet straight to the ceiling for waterfall here. Close down your eyes, bend your knees just a little bit if your hamstrings feel really tight. You just find this reversal of blood flow. And breath in. As you exhale, hug your knees tight into your chest, grab opposite elbows, lift your nose to your knees, tight squeeze. Exhale, release, find Shavasana. And find Shavasana here. Feet fall open, palms open. And on an inhale, bring awareness back into your body. Wiggle through fingers and toes, ankles and wrists. Maybe take a full body stretch, reach overhead. Use an exhale to draw one knee in and then the other. Hug them tight into your chest. You can rock a bit before you settle to right or left side in a fetal position. And use the strength of your arms to press yourself up to a seated position. Draw hands to prayer at heart center. You can close down your eyes if you'd like, but take a deep, full cleansing breath here, filling up with all the goodness of your practice. And then open up, just exhale that out. And as always, thank you for continuing to show up in this space and sharing your energy and your presence with one another, with me, but most importantly for yourself. Draw your thumbs to forehead center. The divine light within me recognizes and honors the divine light within each of you. Namaste.
Bye. I'm going to